Hello, how are you? My name is Alice from First National Bank. Pleased to meet you. I'd like to talk to Miss Natalie Harper about a few things. Is this the right number? Yes, but... First National Bank? Alice, are you a banker? Yes, I am. Do you have a moment? Wait a minute. How does a banker know my number? I use First National Bank, but I never gave my mobile number to the banker. You must be scamming me or something. I won't be tricked. Calm down, Miss Harper. Nowadays, if you look it up, you can figure it out. You can figure it out if you look it up. No matter how much of a banker you are, how is it possible to look up a bank user's mobile number? The times are evolving rapidly, you know. There are things like the abolition of bank books and digitalization, right? So it is possible to send banking messages to a mobile phone number. Do you do that without permission? I'm still not convinced. I don't care if it's a phone call to a cell phone, but to send a message to a private number? It's suspicious. Well, I understand why you would say that, but I don't think this is the time to say that. What do you mean? I sent you a text message today for no other reason than to... I came to warn you, you know. If you say I'm suspicious and treat me badly, you'll be in big trouble later on. Warn me? What are you talking about? I just use First National Bank like normal. Is that normal? Is it normal to borrow money and not pay it back? What? You mean a debt? I didn't borrow any money from First National Bank, and you can't believe I haven't returned it. Please don't say things that don't make sense. Please calm down. It's not you who owes money. It's your husband. What? My husband owes you money? Isn't that a mistake? Unfortunately, it's not a mistake. I mean, this is a fact. We are having a hard time getting the money back, and we are in a lot of trouble. If we don't do something, we will be forced to collect the money, so I give him a warning before that happens. Wait a minute. My husband is not the kind of person who would go into debt. Besides, there is no way in the world he would borrow money from First National Bank without telling me, no matter what I think. Even if he did borrow money, it is absolutely unthinkable that he has not repaid it. I understand why you would like to think so, but... Miss Harper, please accept the reality. You are your husband's co-signer, right? Huh? No, that's also not true. I've never signed any co-signer's papers, and neither my husband nor I are in any financial trouble. Are you sure about that? Even if you're not in trouble at home, how about your husband's company? Huh? My husband's company? Besides, let me tell you something, by the way. Miss Harper, your husband is cheating on you. Oh? What? What are you saying? My husband can't cheat on me. He's not that sneaky. I mean, how can you, a banker, know such a thing? I understand why you don't want to believe me, but I saw it with my own eyes. Your husband was with a young woman when he came to borrow money. That seems like he was cheating, doesn't it? I'd like to ask you something. What is it? I can understand that he had me as a co-signer, and that you looked up my contact information and messaged me on my cell phone. Why didn't you think the woman who came with my husband was me? What? Normally, if a man and a woman came to borrow money together, wouldn't you think that the woman was the wife and the same person who co-signed? And yet, you knew from the very beginning that that woman was not me. How so? You don't know what I look like, do you? No, that's the thing, you see. I called her by a different name. What did you call her? What was it? But anyway, I didn't call her Natalie Harper. Anyway, I'm telling you it was an affair. Your husband is leaving you, that's the truth. You're only worthless as a cosigner. And, you understand, as cosigner, you need to repay the debt. Alice, have you forgotten your position? Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry, I just got distracted. Anyway, I'll leave you alone for today. The amount of the debt is $200,000, so please prepare it. It's been a while, Miss Harper. Regarding your husband's debt from the other day, when can I expect payment? Hello, Alice. I'm sorry, but I'm still not convinced, and I can't pay it all in one payment. It's fraud, isn't it? What are you talking about now? If you don't do anything, your husband will be drowning in debt, and your family will all hit rock bottom. If you want to risk not paying it, go ahead and do it. Scary people from the collection agency will come to your house later. I asked my husband if he had ever been in debt before, but he didn't show any sign of it. Of course he didn't. He co-signed the loan without telling you. He must be trying very hard to hide it. But I contacted you for your sake, right? I felt sorry for you to be made a cosigner without knowing anything about it and to be in debt hell. If you can think of it as women helping women. I see. Thank you very much. Well, it's true that it's not good to be asked to pay back $200,000 all of a sudden, is it? I don't want to force you to do that. For now, may I ask you to pay the money in installments? Excuse me, Alice. Yes? Can I ask you something? Yes, okay, but what is it? Is it something to do with the debt? No, actually, it has nothing to do with this debt. There's a rumor going around right now at my son's kindergarten. Rumors? About what? A rumor that my husband owes a lot of money. And on top of that, that our family is running away from that debt. And that we haven't even paid the daycare fees for our son's kindergarten. Wow, I didn't know there were rumors like that. But it's not a rumor, it's a fact, right? It's not true. We are paying our kindergarten fees and we are not running away from our debts. My son is feeling sad at the kindergarten because of the rumors. My son is being looked at strangely by his friends' mothers, and it's very difficult for him. I don't know why you're saying it's hard. If you insist that, then you should pay me. If not, I'm sure you'll get a lot of bad comments from your mummy friends. Since you are enrolled in Greenwood Kindergarten, which is famous for its safety, you might as well keep your reputation intact, don't you think? How did you know? What? The kindergarten my son goes to. I never said anything about Greenwood Kindergarten, did I? It's just a coincidence. Or rather, your husband mentioned something like that. It was just something I remembered. We asked about your family's occupation in the debt process. When I asked him about his son, he told me. Oh, I see. I can't believe he brought his affair partner to the bank when he borrowed money and told you about our son's kindergarten right then and there. If that's true, then my husband is a huge asshole, isn't he? Haha, yes. And anyway, I hope you don't mind paying in installments. I will contact you again. Hello, Alice. May I have a moment to talk with you now? Well, Miss Harper. Have you thought about the payment? About that, you didn't tell me where to transfer the money yet. The thing about that is, I'll come and pick it up in person. What? You're going to come all the way to my place? I mean, why would you do that? It's a lot of money, so it's better to send it by bank transfer, right? No. You see, bank transfer fees are very expensive nowadays. I would feel bad to ask you to go to the trouble of transferring the money. And since you are a cosigner, I'll do this as a special service. I see. You mean you know where we are, right? Oh, no, I don't. I did see your address, but I don't know the details. So, there is a kindergarten nearby, right? Is it okay if I meet you there? Okay. Please wait a few days so I can prepare the money. I'll wait a few days. But still, you got married to a CEO. I'm surprised that you got married to the boss of a big company, but he borrowed money behind your back and made you a cosigner. My husband is a lawyer. What? A lawyer? That's strange. Normally, when you borrow money from a bank, there is a section to write down your occupation. Don't tell me you didn't look at the documents properly. I didn't think a banker would make a mistake. Oh no, I did look. But he mentioned that his income was very high, so I just assumed that he was the president of a company or something. A lot of income? Did my husband say so? Well, yes, he did. Well, then why did he come to you to borrow money? That's because... You seem to have mistakenly thought that he was the president of a company and that he must have borrowed the money to keep the company going? Well, I'm sorry, I don't remember much about that. You don't remember much? You loaned us $200,000 and you've been contacting me so much, but you don't remember much about us? I don't know how that's possible. How can someone who is supposed to be a loan officer at First National Bank be so careless? What are you trying to say? I'm telling you, you're being cheated on. You're saying I'm tricking you, but you're the one being cheated on. You're a woman who's been abandoned by her husband. So what? Huh? If my husband is really cheating on me, I would immediately hire a professional to gather all the evidence I can find. Present that evidence, demand alimony, and get a divorce. I'll dump that kind of man myself. Well? Oh, it might be better to do that, right? Then the cosigner thing will be clear, and I can hire a better lawyer than my husband. Wait a minute. What is it? Well, are you going to make it that important? Important? What are you talking about? If you are saying that my husband borrowed $200,000 from the bank, that is even more important. I need to report this to my husband's parents and have them look into things. Not only did he borrow money without telling me, but he co-signed the loan with my name. It's totally unacceptable. No, Miss Harper. Please calm down. I won't make it public as long as you pay it in installments, and I have no intention of collecting it in any strange way. That's not what this is about. Anyway, I will ask my husband, who is a lawyer, about it, okay? Are you going to join our talk, Alice? No, I'm fine. I'm sorry, but I need to go now. Hello, Miss Harper. I'm sorry about the other day. I was busy. No, it's fine. How can I help you today? Well, about the payment. May I go pick up $10,000 for now? Well, yes. That's fine. Really? Then I'll head over there right away. Please meet me in front of the kindergarten I told you about. But first, may I have a word? What is it? Do you remember that kindergarten I told you about? There was a bad rumor going around my son's kindergarten. Ah, you mentioned something about that. Yes, I remember. About that, I found out who started the rumor. What? I told the rumor mongers what had happened, and I traced back who had told them about the rumor. And then, we finally found him. Mr. Carroll, it's you, isn't it? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything like that. Besides, I'm Alice. I don't know whoever that person is. In school, the story of Alice is written by another Mr. Carroll. You thought of it well. But if you went through the trouble, wouldn't it have been better to change the name completely? Why did you use such a half-assed pseudonym? That's why it was so easy to find out. What are you saying? I told you I don't know. Anyway, the $200,000 your husband owes from our bank, I'll have you pay it as a cosigner. I'll talk to the chairman. Huh? Chairman? For what? Huh? You didn't know? My grandfather is the chairman of First National Bank. I'm sure everyone who works for First National Bank knows his name at least. It's strange that you didn't know that. Normally, if the grandson-in-law of the chairman came to borrow $200,000, it would be more memorable. No, I know. I just forgot about it. Speaking of strange, my husband is also strange. My husband borrowed $200,000 from First National Bank without telling me, whose grandfather is the chairman of First National Bank. Especially if he co-signed the loan with me. Don't you feel that he didn't think too much about what would happen if he was found out? Haha. Well. But it can't be helped. You didn't know anything about it. Of course you don't know, because you being a banker is a big lie. Haha. What? How did you know that? I asked my grandfather to look it up. Then I found out that there was no banker named Alice at any of the branches around here in the first place. So you contacted me from the very beginning to cheat me out of my money, Alice? You did that? No, Miss Natalie. There's a reason for this. Yes, I know. You're in trouble because you can't pay the alimony for your affair, right? What? Why do you say that? Just as you are spreading rumors about me, so too they are spreading rumors about you. That's where I heard it. That the family is on the verge of collapse because of your affair. You can't pay the alimony and you are about to be evicted from your house. That's why you came up with this plan, isn't it? Well, it's just, there's no other way. I couldn't live without money. But that doesn't mean there are things you can't do. I don't have a choice. Your husband earns a lot of money, so he should share a little. Please, $50,000 is fine. You don't need the money anyway. Lend me the money. I don't want to. Why not? So I can't make a living and you can just let me die? You're going to leave me to die? You bitch. Don't worry about that. You'll have food, clothing, and shelter. What? What do you mean? My brother is a police officer. What? So I told my brother about all this. Huh? Now my brother is going to pick you up at your house with his colleagues, so please wait a little longer. You'll have a pleasant life in prison with 3 guaranteed meals a day. What? Prison? Why am I going to jail? Wait a minute. What do you mean? Why are the police here? What are you talking about? What you did is fraud and defamation by spreading false rumors without permission. You are under arrest for those crimes. Oh no. That's a lie. Stop it. Please, forgive me. This is what you deserve. Please go to your new home, prison. Goodbye. A short time later, Mr. Carroll was arrested for defamation and fraud by my brother and others. This led to a formal divorce from his wife, and he still owes her alimony and child support for their children. When he gets out of prison, he will be forced to work at a factory owned by a friend of his parents. At the factory, he will live in a dormitory and will be provided with meals, so it is good that he will be able to live well.
Screw you, bitch! How dare you send me a wedding invitation? Don't you dare make fun of me! Whoa! Why are you so angry? I just kept my promise to you from when we were little. What promise? When we grow up, we'll invite each other to our weddings. We made that promise when we were little. Don't you remember? I don't care about that anymore. You stole my fiancé and now you're marrying him. And you're inviting me because we promised? You've got to be kidding me. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. It's your childhood friend's wedding. You should be there. Don't start trouble just because I stole Eric. What did you say? Don't you ever think about what you did? Don't you feel anything for hurting your childhood friend? Of course I feel a little bad. But it was your fault for trying to marry him. Huh? It's not fair that you're the only one marrying a doctor. If you really married him, what would happen to me? As a childhood friend, I would have to marry a man who's more than that. Then it would be easy to take him away from you. I don't get it. What a stupid reason. You have no business competing for the man I'm married to. What are you talking about? We've known each other since we were kids. People will always compare us. I didn't want to lose to you. I decided since I was little that I would marry a better man than you. Ever since you were a little girl? Now that this dream is finally coming true, you should definitely come to the ceremony. My parents are expecting you to give a speech. I'm sorry for your parents, but I'm not going to the wedding. I don't want you to be in my life anymore. I ripped up the invitation and threw it away. That's terrible. I made cute invitations. If you're going to do that, I'm done with you. I wanted you to catch the bouquet. I don't care if you can't get married.
Hey, are you over me yet? How are you?
What?
Of course you are good, because you finally got married. I heard a rumor that you finally settled for some poor guy.
What do you mean? It's none of your business.
Come on. I was just trying to congratulate you. Don't be so grumpy.
I don't need congratulations from a cheating ex.
So don't be so cold about it. No one would celebrate the marriage of a couple of losers, right? But I'm going out of my way to congratulate you. You should accept my well wishes.
What? A couple of losers?
I heard you guys didn't even have a wedding ceremony. Every couple should have a wedding ceremony when they get married, but you didn't. You must have married a man who has no money.
It's up to the couple to decide whether or not to have a ceremony. Besides, there are more and more couples who don't do it nowadays. I talked it over with him and we decided not to do it.
In your case, it's not we won't, it's we can't. Your husband is not a doctor like me, or even a regular office worker. I heard he works part-time at a gas station.
Seriously? Did you look it up?
Yeah, he's my ex-girlfriend's husband. I have to check out what kind of man she married.
What?
But I never thought you would marry someone with no real career. My ex-fiancé, what a shitty married life you have.
You're the one living in a shitty marriage, aren't you? You're still with the woman you cheated with.
Tell me what you want to say, loser. I'm glad I switched from you to Nicole. An idiot who marries a part-time worker is not suitable to be my wife. Well then, good luck with your life, you loser.
What do you think? Isn't this condo amazing? The view is great. It's spacious and gorgeous. I'm so lucky to live in a place like this. Come on, guys. Leave me alone. You know, I heard from Eric that you are living a miserable life. So I wanted to share a little happiness with you. Aren't you glad I sent you a picture of my beautiful condo? What? The ceilings are high, and it's a really nice open space. Even from the pictures, you can tell how amazing this condo is. I'm so glad I married Eric to be able to move into a place like this.
You mean you two are going to live in this condo?
Yes, we are. He got me this beautiful condo. We've been married for 5 years now, so he got me a nicer place that I like.
Surprisingly, you're enjoying your married life. I'm surprised you're still together because I thought you'd break up soon anyway.
When you have money, you have a room in your mind so you don't fight. That's why Eric and I are always in a good relationship and we've never had a fight. Oh, but then you and your husband fight a lot every day, don't you? It's hard having a husband who works at a gas station.
That's not true. I enjoy every day with my husband. He's a very generous man and we don't fight either.
Come on, Katie. You don't have to be so tough. You must be so frustrated.
Huh?
If you had married Eric, you might have been able to live in this condo, right? I don't know what kind of house you live in with a gas station worker. I'm sure it's less than this condo.
I doubt it. We might be better off than you think.
That can't be true. How can a poor couple be better off than us?
Poor couple?
Come on. You can't even make ends meet. I just thought of a great idea. Katie, you should visit us when we move.
Why would I do that? We are not friends anymore.
Don't be so rude. Come visit us. You are finally married. You should forget about the past. Let's be friends like before. Huh? So as a step towards that, let's start with the house party. I'm inviting you to this nice condo. Let's have a party. If you want, I'll invite my friends too. They live in the same world as me, but they are very nice people. I'm sure they'll be nice to you, even if you're poor.
I'll pass. Enjoy your party with your very nice friends.
Are you sure you are giving up this great chance? A poor woman like you will never be able to get into this place. I'm inviting you in, so be happy about it.
What great chance? Nicole, who do you think you are?
I think I'm the wife of a winner. So you losers stop talking and do as I say. This is your first and final chance to get into a luxury condo. You poor people should come to the house party.
That's my husband's condo.
What?
So it won't be the last time I get to be in your condo. I go in and out every day, so I guess I'm not going to the party. I don't give a shit about your new place.
Are you stupid? Stop joking. Are you trying to tell me that a part-time gas station worker owns this place?
Don't be so unreasonable just because you're miserable. I'm not even joking. I'm telling you the truth. My husband owns the building. He manages real estate while working part-time at the gas station.
Huh? Working part-time at a gas station while managing real estate?
But I think it's more like working part-time at a gas station while managing real estate. My husband says the part-time job is just a side job.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Are you kidding me?
Your husband is the owner of this condo? Actually, he doesn't just own that building. He also owns several condos, apartments, and parking lots.
Really? That's amazing. And he is also working at a gas station? Who the hell is he? Don't tell me his family is super rich. No, my husband's family is very ordinary. And he's just an average person. He's just a little luckier than other people. He won the lottery twice. He won twice? That's when he started investing in real estate. And from there, he gradually increased his assets until now. But he says he's just an ordinary person who happens to be lucky. He works part-time at a gas station to keep a sense of a normal life. No way! That's why he works there? Isn't it funny that he is so serious? We actually met at a gas station. 6 months after we started dating, he told me he was running a real estate business. I was really surprised at that time. Oh no, that can't be true. Your husband manages real estate? And he owns this condo? He's a true winner. Well then, I'm not interested in the house party, so I will pass. Mind your manners for the neighbors and have fun!
Is it true? Your husband owns a condo? Our new condo belongs to your husband who works part-time?
Yes, it is. We live here on the top floor. Welcome to our condo. Maybe we'll see each other in the lobby or something.
Oh no, no way. The top floor? How come the girl I dumped lives in a nicer place than me?
It's because you dumped me. Thanks to the fact that I didn't have to marry you, I met a very nice man. He's very kind, gentle, financially stable. I am so happy to be married to my husband.
Damn it! I can't believe I have to listen to my ex-girlfriend bragging.
If you don't want to hear it, don't ever contact me again. I'm not asking you to leave, but I want as little to do with you as possible. Please don't contact me anymore. I will block your number.
Wait a minute. I just want to ask you one question first.
What do you want to ask me?
Well, let me get this straight first. I mean, your husband has a lot of money, right? He owns real estate and can afford living on the top floor. He must have millions of dollars in assets by now, right?
Why are you asking me this?
Please, Katie. Please lend me some money.
Seriously?
Well, this is just between you and me, but I am financially struggling a little bit. When I moved here, I got carried away and bought all the new furniture and appliances. Next thing I know, I've spent more than $50,000.
Don't tell me that's why you're asking me to replace the money you owe.
That's right. I borrowed some money from work. I want to pay it back as soon as possible.
Wait a minute. You said you borrowed money from your work, but you work at a hospital, right? How can a hospital lend $50,000 to its employees so easily?
Well, that's...
You definitely didn't borrow that money, did you? It's money you stole from work.
How did you know?
What an idiot! You shouldn't have done that, and you need to make it right.
I know. But I don't have $50,000 on me right now. I put all of my savings into a down payment when I bought this apartment. And I spent all my money from work to get the furniture and appliances. I really don't have any money right now.
No way.
So please, lend me the money. I'll pay you back with interest, of course. My hospital is about to find out.
There's no way I'd lend you money like that. Don't try to get your ex-girlfriend involved in this mess.
You won't lend it to me? You're ditching me?
I'll block you then. It doesn't matter to me what happens to you. What should I do, Katie? Eric might get fired from the hospital. I mean, he might get arrested. What? It seems that he had embezzled money from the hospital. This morning the police suddenly took Eric. They said there was an anonymous tip. Oh my, that's terrible. The police asked me if I knew anything about it. Just when I thought I was finally released, I got a call from the hospital. The director of the hospital called me and said, "I'll never forgive you. I even attended your wedding. What an ungrateful couple you are."
No wonder the director was so angry.
I wonder what will happen to me now. Maybe I'll have to give up this condo.
Not maybe, you will have to. I heard you made a good down payment, but you still have a loan, right? You still have some left, don't you? How are you supposed to pay that loan if you don't have any savings?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do if Eric doesn't come back. What's going to happen to my life, my money, my future? I don't know what to do, so please help me, anyone.
Come on. Do you think that there is anyone who can help you? Think for yourself and do something about it.
That's why I'm texting you, Katie. I beg you, please help me. I want you to let me stay with you and your husband.
Huh?
You live on the top floor, right? Then it's a big place and there's enough room for just one person, right? You have a lot of money. You can support one friend, right?
No way. Wait a minute. Are you asking me to pay for your living expenses as well?
Aren't we friends, Katie? Your childhood friend is in trouble. Won't you help?
We're not friends anymore. That's why I wouldn't let you live here.
Oh no! Don't tell me you're really going to abandon me. I could lose my husband, money. You're abandoning your childhood friend like that? You're not going to help me?
Why don't you just tell the police that you're your husband's accomplice too? Then you and Eric can stay at the police station together.
What?
You and Eric must be so close that you've never had a fight. You should be with him. Well, I have a dinner date with my husband. Our reservation is almost ready, so bye. After that, Eric was fired from his job. He still hasn't been released from jail. In the meantime, he had to let go of the condo he had bought. I heard that they sold all the furniture and appliances and used the money to pay back the hospital. But it still wasn't enough. For the time being, Nicole will have to work and pay back the money. And as for Nicole, all the rich friends she befriended after her marriage ignored her. Even her old friends say, "You treated everyone like they were poor, so what's the point now?" And no one would help her. Even her parents, who are her only hope. They tell her that they don't want to be seen by the neighbors, so please don't come back. Now she lives alone in a cheap apartment, waiting for the day Eric comes back.